Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for November 21st. November 21st is the 325th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 326th in leap years, with 40 days remaining to the end of the year. I set a goal of talking about the U.S. states and inhabited territories in 2024, and November 21st is North Carolina's Statehood Day, so let's see what we can find out. North Carolina was admitted as the 12th U.S. state on November 21, 1789. Its nicknames are the Old North State or the Tar Heel State. Its motto is to be rather than to seem, and the state anthem is called the Old North State. Raleigh is North Carolina's capital, and Charlotte is its largest city. North Carolina is the 28th largest and 9th most populous state and 22nd most densely populated state. People who are from or who live in North Carolina might be called North Carolinians or Tar Heels. North Carolina's state bird is the cardinal. State amphibian is the pine barrens tree frog. State butterfly is the eastern tiger swallowtail. State insect is the western honeybee, and the state flower is the flowering dogwood. North Carolina has a state dog breed, and that's the Plott Hound, a scent dog originally bred and used for hunting bears. North Carolina recognizes the eastern gray squirrel as a state mammal and the Virginia opossum, known more simply as possums. And the state tree is the pine tree. I have some interesting facts about the state of North Carolina for you. Humans have been occupying that area that comprises North Carolina as far back as 10,000 years ago. The Charlotte metropolitan area in North Carolina is the largest banking center in the nation after New York City. North Carolina is famously known as the first in-flight state because the Wright brothers achieved the first successful powered airplane flight at Kitty Hawk in 1903. Mount Mitchell in North Carolina at 6,684 feet is the highest point in North America east of the Mississippi River. Now, have you ever wondered why there's a North Carolina and a South Carolina? One could think it might be related to that whole North-South thing during the war between the states, but no, North Carolina existed before that, and in fact was part of the secession in the lead-up to the war between the states. So what's the deal? See, back in the way back when England was colonizing portions of the United States, a large area was mapped out as the colony of Carolina in the 1600s. Men known as proprietors were assigned to manage the colony. No easy task, this. It was a large area to manage, and the King of England, as well as some of the residents, became progressively dissatisfied with the way things were going. The king took back what we now know as South Carolina in 1719 and made it a royal colony, leaving the proprietors still in charge of North Carolina. 10 years later, in 1729, 7 of the 8 proprietors of the North Carolina colony decided to sell their shares to King George II, and North Carolina became a royal colony as well. So that's how they came to be, North Carolina and South Carolina. North Carolina is home to the largest privately owned home in the United States, that being the Biltmore Estate in Asheville with 250 rooms. Whereas Texas is the home of Dr. Pepper and Georgia is the home of Coca-Cola, North Carolina is the birthplace of Pepsi. Pepsi-Cola was created in New Bern in 1893 by pharmacist Caleb Bradham. It was originally called Brad's Drink. The carnivorous Venus flytrap plant is native to the subtropical wetlands of North Carolina and can only be found in a few locations in the wild. The Cape Hatteras Lighthouse, standing at 198.5 feet, is the tallest brick lighthouse in the United States. It dates back to 1870 and is a prominent symbol of the state. And if we have any NASCAR fans in our ranks, You probably already know that North Carolina is home to the NASCAR Hall of Fame in Charlotte, highlighting North Carolina's deep ties to motorsports. All in all, a pretty interesting state, North Carolina. Happy Statehood Day.